G'day gamers, Gob here. Welcome back to Gob's Quickies. Now I'm on top of the world, quite literally I'm on top of my tutorial world, and today I've come up here because I've been playing a bit of Skyblock lately, and as you all know in Skyblock you don't get a lot of resources. And what we're going to talk about today is how do you get villagers in a world that doesn't have villages. That is in the place with the huts and things like that, as in villages, which has villagers. Anyway, you know what I mean. Okay, so how do you get villagers? Well, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how. Okay, so you're up on your Skyblock world or your Acid Island world or wherever it is that isn't a normal world where you can go wandering around and find a village. How do you find villagers? Well, you need to know the spawning mechanics of mobs, okay? And specifically, what you want is a zombie villager. And once you've got yourself a zombie villager, you have a way of getting a villager by curing that poor unlucky sod, and they will be forever indebted to you, and you can turn them into a slave. I mean, a trusted friend, okay? And I'm going to show you a very basic way of just trolling for zombie villagers, and it is building a basic mob farm, but it's a mob farm with a difference. It is a pods of mob farms. It's like individual little cells that you're hoping to get a spawn in each single one, so that when you do find one with a zombie villager, you can seal it off and keep on going until you've got two, so you can then start doing your breeding. So to do it, all you need is some blocks and a torch. And what you do is you want to build a pod. Okay, so it is simply 2 deep with a shell on the outside. Whoop. And what you want to do is do that and then just seal it up. That's your first pod, and from here you can then build more pods and just keep going, and you can build as many of these as you like. And just remember, the more pods you make, the more chance you have of getting a zombie villager. So we'll just do that, and then we'll go and see what we can spawn. Now just remember, unless you want your zombie villagers spawning on the roof, make them spawn through, either putting down slabs or putting down a light source. And that's it, we're ready to go. So I'll move over here. This is a little platform I've made that's at least 24 away from there, which allows spawning conditions for mobs. Whoops, I didn't seal those two up. The reason we seal them up is so they're dark. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, and light level in here is 0. Perfect conditions for our mobs to spawn. Okay, so we'll go back over here. At least 24 away, no more than 32, and I'll go into mob spawning mode. Okay, so I'm now in survival mode. Let's go and see if we've got anything in the pods. Okay, all we do is go up to the pod, give it a whack, make sure you do the bottom one. If you do the top one, anything in there will see you. If there's nothing there, replace it. Go along, check the next one, nothing there, and we'll replace it. Nothing there. Nothing there. And we've got a creeper. That's it. Okay, now that creeper can't see us, but we can see him, and we can give him a whack. Now you can use this as a pseudo mob farm as well to get loots, But what we're really after is villages, and that's why we've modularized it so that we can separate our villages if we find one. We'll go back here and see if we get anything else. Okay, let's go and see if we've got anything in here. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, I got a zombie groans. And let's see if he's in this one. There we go, that's a normal zombie. Nothing in that one. And nothing in that one. So that's what you do. You just keep on doing this, and you could go about your business, you know, grinding and farming and things like that, and just every now and then come past and see if you've got yourself a zombie villager. Okay, and once you've got one, put a light source in the pod with them so that they're not going to get a friend spawn in there. And then the fun part starts. You need to either name tag them if you've got a name tag from fishing, or you've got to chuck them a few toys and see if they'll pick it up, because what you don't want them to do is despawn once you've got them. Okay, or if you've got the gear handy, you can cure them. And to cure a zombie villager, you need a splash potion of weakness and a golden apple. You need to hit them with the splash potion and then throw them a golden apple and they'll heal away. And to make that splash potion of weakness, you're going to need your brewing stand, a fermented spider eye, which you make out of a spider eye, and sugar and a brown mushroom, and you need gunpowder to make it a splash potion. And that's pretty well it. Did you pick anything up, mate? No? See if we can get another one before we give it away. And if this was a much larger area and you had your trees over there you were cutting down, you had your cobblestone generator over there, and you had some farms, and you just went around your business doing things, and every now and then you stopped past your pods to see what was in there, you would find that you would just slowly, gradually build up some stuff. Is this our zombie from before? Yes, it is. Now what I would advise you to do is just leave some form of marking on there so you know that pod's got something in it. But no one else. But you know what? It's working ever so slowly. I never said it was a proper mob grinder. This is just a way to segmentize your mobs out so that if you find a zombie villager, you can keep them separated instead of having to go through some form of rigmarole of getting them to follow you out and lead them over a trapdoor so they fall into a little holding cell or something like that. They're already spawned inside their own little holding cell. If you liked this video, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Chuck us a comment about what ways you think would be more beneficial of doing zombie villages and getting them for your worlds. If you're not one of my patrons, please go and check out my Patreon site. You get recognition on the TryCraft patron hall. You'll also get a shout out in all my videos, and best of all, you get access to the TryCraft patron server where you get to play alongside all of the TryCrafters and all our patrons, and any tier patron can get access. It doesn't have to be expensive. It can be as little as $1 a month. It all helps maintain the channel, and you know what? You become one of my special mates. But anyway, that's all I got time for today. Until next time, it's hooroo from me and hooroo from Zombert in there. Hooroo.